Grab some meat or whatever you need. I'm Kamal. It's time to get to it. Alright, so I know that I put out a video talking about the Paladin. We talked about the Paladin and how insanely overpowered that build was, and I've been messing around with another fire build as well. As stated in the previous video, I like fire. So this is going to be a Hydra source build that I've been kind of playing around with, and I think it's okay. It's not terrible. It's definitely not as overpowered as the Holy Fire Paladin source, but it is still pretty damn strong, and it is still using the Flickering Flame Runeword. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this build, shall we? So first thing, as per usual, we're going to look at our stats. You're going to have enough strength, which is 156, to wield the Monarch. You're going to have enough dexterity, which is 35, to be able to wield a flail. Everything else, throw in vitality. That would be my suggestion. Obviously, you can do the build a little bit differently if you choose to do so, but this is what I would suggest. That is going to be that. As you can see, not very much magic find because we're not really worried too much about magic find. 113% FCR. I'm not really worried about maxing that out. This build works completely fine without it. As far as the gear, what we are looking at, let's go ahead and make sure that these are out here. I don't know why those were in there. The only one that really matters too much is going to be the fire one. Regardless, I did some stuff this morning to try to get Declone to spawn. Did not go successfully, so we're still working on getting an Annie. We have, for the weapon, Ashuda's Temper. This is a very strong 40% FCR, 3 to sorceress skills, and fire skill damage. What you can do is you can socket this and throw a fire facet in it if you want to really optimize the build. That would be the best thing to do. For the helmet, we are using a Flickering Flame mask. We're using this because it does negate the enemy's fire resistance, and it also gives us +3 fire skills, which is really strong. Chains of Honor, +2 to all skills, and a lot of resistances. That's really the meat and potatoes. Why we're using that is for the massive amounts of resistances and the +2 to skills. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could also use an Ormus, although I don't think I have one in my stash right now. You could use an Ormus if you wanted to. That might work better depending on what the Ormus is that you have. For the amulet, a Rising Sun will work, or a Mara's Kaleidoscope. I would probably go with Mara's Kaleidoscope. Shield, you can use a Spirit or a lidless wall. I personally prefer Spirit. I'm going to be getting the 156 strength to use it in my offhand anyways, so why not use it in the main hand? For the gloves, we're using Mage Fist. The reason we're using Mage Fist is the +1 to fire skills and the +20% faster cast rate. For the rings, we are going to have 2 Stone of Jordan rings. Another ring option would be 1 Stone of Jordan, 1 Ravenfrost, so you can't be frozen, but have freeze duration, and you shouldn't really be getting frozen that often anyways. For the belt, we're going to be using Arachnid's Mesh, pretty standard. For the boots, Sandstorm Trex, you've got the 20% faster run walk, you've got the strength and vitality. That's really the reason why. For the offhand, as you've seen, Spirit Monarch and a Call to Arms. For the mercenary gear, what are we using? Standard, basic mercenary gear. Andario's Visage, Fortitude, and an Infinity. The Infinity on this build will take away most fire resistances. If you are running Chaos Sanctuary, you are still going to have a little bit more difficulties breaking all of their resistances, but if you're just running around farming random stuff, it should be more than enough with the level 12 Conviction Aura to break most full immunities. Let's look at the skill tree. I almost said stat tree. That wouldn't make any sense. The skill tree. So, cold skills. 1 into Frozen Armor, 1 into Ice Bolt, 1 into Ice Blast. That way you can get 1 into Shiver Armor. That's going to be one of the primary buffs you use. For fire skills, you're going to max out Firebolt, max out Fireball, put 1 point into Warmth, 1 point into Enchant, and then max out Hydra. Max out Fire Mastery. In your lightning skills, you want to get 1 in Telekinesis, 1 in Teleport, 1 in Charge Bolt, 1 in Lightning, 1 in Chain Lightning, and then dump the rest into either Energy Shield or Shiver Armor, whichever you prefer. I'd probably go Energy Shield, as you can see. One thing that you're going to want to do, put 1 point in Static Field. I forgot to do so. Static Field is such a huge quality of life on any sorceress build, simply because, as you can read, it reduces the enemy's life based on a percentage, not on a numerical number, numerical basis. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So 1 point into this is going to be very beneficial. Now, with this build, like I said, it's pretty decent. It's nowhere near, once again, as strong as the Fire Paladin, the Holy Aura or Holy Fire Paladin skill build, but it's still pretty good. The way I would do it is you teleport over, you throw your Hydras, and then you start casting Fireball, and everything just kind of dies. Hydras are extremely strong now. It's pretty good. As you can see, it breaks the fire immune with the Conviction Aura from the Infinity. And then you can just teleport down here. Well, that was a nice little bit of lag. Throw up some more Hydras. I mean, it's strong. It's a good, fun build. You, I'm sure, can make this stronger if you are playing a little bit more. You can round out the gear a little bit more. Like I said, an Ormus robe might be a bit better depending on what Ormus you get. But as far as this build goes, it's pretty good just with this. So this, oh, I need to see what that is. I'm still looking for some better stuff for that Paladin build. Not going to work for me. Although, I could turn that into a Paladin Spirit. I guess that would work. What's the strength requirement? Yeah, that's a good Paladin Spirit. So, let me know. Actually, down in the comment section, I have been reading anyone that commented on the Paladin video that I put out yesterday. I have been reading those comments. I may not have replied to your comment directly, but I have been reading them, and I have been doing a lot of further playtesting with that build to see what other ways I can round it out. The things that I've done so far is I've switched over to where I don't use Fanaticism anymore. Instead, I run with a full maxed out Conviction Aura, and I'm trying to get a Broadsword or a Four-Socketed Crystal Sword so that I can put a different style of build on a different mercenary. When I do get that up and running proper, I will be doing an updated video on that, so make sure you like and subscribe so that you can see that when it does come out. Obviously, you don't have to like to see when it comes out, but if you subscribe, you should get notified as long as that little bell notification whatever, as long as the bell's clicked on so you get notified whenever I put out videos. I've been farming a lot, playing a lot, and having a ton of fun, and it's been great. I'm really excited for this to go live. That way I don't feel like I'm wasting my time with the farming, and instead of playtesting, I can actually do some ladder climbing. So yeah, that's going to be the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, let me know down in the comment section below what kind of changes, modifications, different things you would do on the build. I know that Enigma is an option. It'll give you a fair amount of life, as well as some more magic find. There's a lot of different things that you could do on this build. So yeah, I hope to see y'all in the next one, and I'm out.